Yo, what up? It's your boy Try. This is Dead Ain't Rap Podcast. Back with another new video. Last month for Black History Month, I did a vinyl challenge, Black History vinyl challenge. Shout out to my homie Stanley Troy from Belgium, and that was great. First time ever I did a whole video, picking each vinyl choices of my for my collection for each day, and that was great to do. Now I'm back with another vinyl video. Shout out to the homie Darrell D. He tagged me in his video for the rap vinyl tag 2025, and I'm here to show my picks, some of my vinyl picks for the challenge. And we got 20 challenges for this vinyl video. Some I got, some I don't have, so it's gonna be an interesting vinyl vid. And I wanted to try the challenge out. I'm gonna definitely do more of these challenges with the videos and show off some gems from my collection, of all genres. And today's all rap. I'm doing all rap vinyl. And the first one is, what's the second rap record you ever bought? And this would be my second rap record, Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight on Sugar Hill Records. Classic, record, 1979. And I remember taking this to actually in high school. I had a music class in high school, and I got extra credit because my music teacher wanted to give extra credit to the students that if they had any rap classic records on vinyl to bring it in. And I bought this in. I bought there was another Sugar Hill record I bought in, and I ended up getting extra credit for that. It was great, and he wanted to keep it, and I was like, nah, you can't keep this. I had to put my name on the record, and this is one of the iconic rap records ever, and so many people have sampled it, and a definite rap classic. And if you don't know this record, go on YouTube, go on streaming, type in this record, Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight. Definite classic. But this was like my second rap record. I don't remember the first rap record I bought. I want to say it was either UTFO with the Roxanne this song, or it was Run DMC Raising Hell. But this one I definitely bought, and it's been in my collection since the 80s, and I love it. Question 2, we got show one of your favorite rap soundtracks. Now I don't have any rap soundtracks on vinyl. I did have the Fast and Furious soundtrack on vinyl, but that was mostly rap and R&B. And that was back when I was doing street team stuff for Def Jam. They sent the vinyl to my house, and I remember that's the joint that had a Cadillac Tie. He had the POV anthem on there, and Faith Evans had a joint on there, and it was mostly Murder Inc. Artists. Ashanti was on that, So that I had on vinyl. I ended up selling it off because I really didn't care for the soundtrack. But as far as like rap soundtracks, I don't have any rap soundtracks on vinyl yet. But I definitely plan on getting a couple that I've seen over the years on vinyl, like Belly. I saw Belly on vinyl a couple years ago. They wanted too much money for that. It was like $100. High School High soundtrack. I really want to get that. But I got soundtracks on vinyl, but they're not rap. They're mostly like disco and pop. So we're gonna skip that one. Question 3, we got what was the last rap album you purchased? Now I usually I used to purchase a lot of vinyl. Now I just get a lot of vinyl for free. A lot of giveaways I win, and people just reaching out to me and sending me some vinyl. The last vinyl that I got, well, you know what? I might skip this one because I, what I'm saying, like I said, like I haven't bought rap vinyl in a minute. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the vinyls I get now in recent years is from, you know, a lot of hip hop heads and you know, there's a lot of giveaways that I enter that I end up winning. So I mean, I was gonna show something, but I'll show the vinyl for the other challenge coming up. Challenge 4, you got show a record from an underground rap group. Show a record from an underground rap group. Okay. Which one I'm going with? I'm gonna go with Kid and Play, Face the Nation. Classic album. You know, Christopher Martin and Christopher Reed, Kid and Play. And this was, I believe this came out in 91, Face the Nation. I remember I actually had this on CD and I got it later on vinyl. And you know, this was a dope album. You had the hit single Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody. They had a Next Question produced by Pete Rock. They had another Pete Rock joint called Bill's at the Door. That same Next Question, they were going at Uncle Luke and Two Live Crew. You know, when they had that beef with them, and you know, just a lot of bangers on here. Back on Wax was fire. The Toe to Toe remix, which the original Toe to Toe joint was on the Funhouse album, and yeah, from Queens, Kid and Play, severely slept on. I don't know why you know, a lot of people don't really mention them when it comes to their you know, their contribution to hip hop and what they've done. They had their own Saturday morning cartoon. You know, went on tours. You know what I'm saying? Herbie Lovebug, you know, he did a lot of their music, and as well as Salt and Pepper, and it's a dope album. Definitely enjoyed this one. And you know, I love the album cover as well. So yeah, that's the DJ, DJ Wiz. And yeah, I had this on CD back in the day. Got it on vinyl. Definitely a slept on you know, rap group. What we got? Number 5. Show one of your fave rap album covers and explain why. Fave rap album covers and explain why. Let me see. I'm gonna go with the Clips, Lord willing. I just love the illustration on the album cover, and you see both Pusha and Malice, No Malice, you know, riding in the car with Jesus in the back, with Black Jesus in the back seat with them, and you know, they're riding through Virginia. You know what I'm saying? That's their home, and I just love it. I just think it's a, you know, classic album, as well as a classic album cover. You know, you really don't get a lot of illustrated album covers anymore. It's more like, you know, there's no thought process going into the album covers that come out these days. Is, you know, the album covers don't make no sense. They don't go with the album anymore. They don't go with, there's no theme of the album. But this was definitely, you know, an iconic album for the Clips, and you know, the whole theme with Lord willing, and then, you know, they drop Hell Hath No Fury, and then the third album was dope, and you know, I definitely enjoyed it. I think it's you know, iconic album cover. You know, and like I said, like, this iconic, the illustration on it was fire. You know what I mean? And yeah, salute to the Clips. All right. Number 6, show a 7-inch record from a female MC or group. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Cypress Hill. This is the 7-inch for How I Could Just Kill a Man and Funky Phil one. And it's actually like it's a special edition joint from Get On Down. So you got the slip cover here with the Cypress Hill logo. And you got the actual, another slip cover with the record. You can see that. You know, you got the record inside. This joint. Cypress Hill. You know, and their first album was classic. I love this. The self-titled joint from '91. You know, beats by Muggs and Be Real with the Nasal Flow and Send Dog and many hits on that album. How I Could Just Kill a Man and Hand on the Pump. Stoned is the Way to Walk. Latin Lingo. Phenomenal album. Definitely gets slept on. You know, I know everybody loves Temples of Boom. And Black Sunday is my favorite from '93. Love Black Sunday. Find my classic, but their first album with these joints was fire. You know, so got the Cypress Hill logo on the back. But this is one of my favorites from Cypress Hill. Record Store Day exclusive. Let me see. Number 7 is show a valuable rap record you found for $1. That would be I just had it. A valuable record you found for $1. Shout out to my homie. Shout out to the homie, Brooklyn Groove NYC. Follow him on Instagram. And he actually sent me this. So I want to say that he found this for $1. Into the Wu, 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang Clan. Say it says $1.39. Every time I post this on Instagram, people ask me, you know, did I really find it for $1? And I mean the sticker was on it. Like that's how it was sent to me. I'm assuming he found it for $1. And he sent it to me. He was doing a vinyl giveaway. I won this like it was like during the pandemic. And when it came in the mail, that sticker was on it. So I'm assuming, shout out to him. I'm assuming that he found this record somewhere for $1.39. And yeah, this is definitely a steal. I've never come across any Wu-Tang album for $1. So this is definitely a steal. If it was really if he really found it for $1, that's dope. You know what I mean? What's the next one? Next one we got is what's the next one? Next one we got is show a valuable rap record you found. Oh, we did that one. Number 8, highlight a story rap record and explain the story. No Slick Rick. Alright, I'm going with even though it's not a deep story, but it's something different that another artist that I don't hear a lot of people mention. I'm going with Steady B. The B-Boy Tales of Going Steady. And this was released in '89 on was it Pop Art Records, Jive Records. You know, produced by Lawrence Goodman. Lawrence Goodman is the father of Karan and Tajay Goodman from the Youngsters. And he produced this record, and it's a love joint, a love song, love rap song. And it's basically telling the story of you know, how he was in high school and you know, he had a love for this girl and you know, basically it was like a I Need Love. It was just not done by LL. It was a Steady B, I Need Love type of love song, a rap ballad and just basically talking about, you know, high school love, teenage love, and you know, it was fire. Steady B is currently doing a life sentence for killing a cop. You know, he was from the what's the group? The Hilltop Hustlers out of Philly. You know, but this was a dope, like I said, a dope record from an artist like Steady B. I don't hear nobody mention him a lot. So I just wanted to highlight his record and highlight, you know, him as an artist. You know, if you don't know about Steady B, Google him. You know, do your research on Wikipedia about him. Definite rap classic. All right. The next one we got is number 9. Show one of your favorite bootleg records. I have no bootlegs on vinyl. We don't do the bootleg thing over here. It's all OG, all retail, all real shit over here. So I don't have any bootleg records. Now, if it was mixtapes, if we had did this challenge like, you know, 20 years ago, I would have showed a lot of bootleg you know, mixtapes that we had and you know the bootleg You know, we had a lot of bootleg mixtapes and bootleg street DVDs, but as far as vinyl, I have no bootleg records on vinyl, so we're gonna skip that. Number 10, we got Show a Rap record and OG record. It was sampled from. Okay. I got Dougie Fresh. I have Dougie Fresh, the Get Fresh Crew, from the World's Greatest Entertainer album. I forgot the record though. There's a record on here that I want to say is I'm Getting Ready. It was a record on here that he did that he had sampled Phil Collins In the Air Tonight. And the track, it was 2 tracks that Dougie had did. It was one track that Dougie had did, and he sampled like 2 iconic records. And I want to say it was either I'm Getting Ready or maybe Everybody Loves a Star, but I know it's on this album because I recently did a review with Reg. Shout out to Reg. We did a review on this album, and we talked about the 2 iconic records that he sampled for the track on here. I just forgot the name of it, but he definitely sampled Phil Collins In the Air Tonight from his iconic Face Value album. Love this album. Classic Phil Collins. You know, this is Phil Collins in his bag when he went solo from Genesis. You know, In the Air Tonight, iconic song that was, you know, played a lot on Miami Vice, the hit cop show with Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas, you know, Sonny Crockett and Ricardo Tubbs, all that. And yeah, I forgot the name of the song, but I know the song is on this album, and Dougie Fresh I sampled it. And yeah, that's, you know, that was this challenge was good. I was thinking about so many other you know, samples that I have on vinyl, you know, for other rap joints, but I went with the Dougie Fresh joint. So we got that. Let me see. 11, we got Show a Record by a group or artist whose name starts with an X, Y, or Z. No exhibit. Well, I don't have any vinyl currently right now that that has an artist starting with X, Y, or Z as far as rap. You know, I have a lot of those artists on CD, but not on vinyl. So we're gonna skip that one. Number 12, we got Show a Rap record from your collection. About God. Again, we're gonna skip that one. I don't have any rap records currently on vinyl, you know, with About God. So we're gonna skip that one. Number 13, we got Show a live rap album. Again, we're gonna skip that one. I have live albums on vinyl, but they're not from rap. They're in other genres. I got a James Brown live album. I have I think it's Neil Young. I think it's a Neil Young live album. But those are not, of course, those are not rap artists. But the only live rap album I have is Jay-Z, the Jay-Z Unplugged, the MTV Unplugged that he did. I want to say like 01, 02 with the Roots. And I have that on CD, but I don't have any like live rap albums on vinyl. So we're gonna skip those. Let me see. What's the number 14? What's the first Rap 45 you ever bought? Well, I got Rap 45s. I haven't bought any. If I have any 45s, they were given to me, you know, through giveaways and friends. So we might skip that one too. I might skip that one. A lot of the 45, like I said, like I have like a couple Rap 45s, but I didn't buy them personally. We can skip that one. Number 15, we got Show a Record from an underrated MC. And I love this artist. I think he's highly slept on. You know, coming out of Long Island, Keith Murray. This is the 12-inch for the most beautiful thing in the world, and guys, it has the Eric Sermon remix. Love that joint. It has the LP version. It has Herbert's Pumpin', the album cut from his first album in '94. So underrated MC. I think Keith Murray was one of the best. Still out here doing it. Loved his first album. I loved Enigma from, what was that, like 95 that came out? 95, 96. He had his third album, It's a Beautiful Thing. I have that one also. I think it was like 99 that came out, 98, 99. He had Def Jam joint. But I think he's always been an underrated MC. Many quotables and syllables and metaphors that he used, and being a part of Def Squad with Redman and Eric Sermon and Marley G, and definitely a fire artist. And to me his first three were his best albums, hands down. I love Keith Murray. So salute to Keith Murray, still out here doing this thing. Definitely would love to hear a new Keith Murray album with Eric Sermon. Come on, Keith, make that happen, bro. Definitely got it. That's long overdue. Shout out to Def Squad. Let's see. Number 16, we got Show a Record that featured a whack remix. Now, I got this one I picked, but it's not really a remix. It's more like it's another version of the record, but it sounds the same, even though they says it's a different mix. This is Heavy D and the Boys, Who's the Man, from the Blue Funk album. I love Heavy D. I've seen Heavy D live twice, once in '92 and the other in '94. Great artist. He danced his ass off. He could rhyme. He was a ladies' man. So much charisma. Shout out to Money On in Mount Vernon, DJ Eddie F and G Wiz. Rest in peace to Trouble T. Roy. But for this single, it has on side A the radio mix, and it has the instrumental. And then on side B it has the Jeep bass mix. But when you hear the Jeep bass mix, it sounds like the radio mix. And there's really no different, nothing different with both mixes. So I don't, usually when you have like a Jeep bass mix or something, you're getting like maybe a different bass line or a different, beat. But the Jeep bass mix sounds exactly like the radio mix. I didn't hear nothing different about it. And to me, that was whack. And this is at a time in the 90s when we had iconic remixes, even from Heavy D. He's had some great remixes on different albums. And I just didn't care for this one. But I love the song Who's the Man. It was the first single from Blue Funk, one of my favorite Heavy D and the Boys albums. He had joints like Truthful on there and Love Sexy, and the title track Blue Funk, produced by Pete Rock. Yeah, Primo on there doing 2 joints. The Posse joined A Bunch of Niggas. Underrated album. Blue Funk is a 5 mic classic. I love this single. I just don't care for the mix on here, but I picked that. What we got next? We got number 17, Show a Rap 45 picture disc. I'm going with the OD beat. This is for Brooklyn Zoo and Shimmy Shimmy Ya. This is the actual picture disc for Return of the 36 Chambers, the dirty version. His debut album on Elektra, 1995, all produced by RZA. And I believe Fourth Disciple did some stuff on there. True Master. You got the Woo Heads was on that. Big hits, the big hit songs, Shimmy Shimmy and Brooklyn Zoo. Yeah, Baby Come On. Just a great Woo solo classic. I loved it. I love the rap intro. To me, the rap intro on the album is one of the best intros ever. Just the way that he started it off, and I loved it. You got joints like Cutting Heads and Rawhide, The Stomp, classic 5 mic album, top 5 Woo solo albums to me ever. And this was a Get On Down release. As you can see, it's not opened. It's still sealed up. That's the back of it with Brooklyn Zoo and Shimmy Shimmy, ODB's signature. But I went with this. I couldn't open it and I have the album on CD. I got the ODB action figure. But yeah, this is a classic rap record right here. All right, we got number 18. We got Show, one of the rarest rap 45s in your collection. Let me see. Again, I gotta go with Wu-Tang Clan. This is the 45-inch record for Protect Your Neck and Tears. This is the original cover for it with the Wu-Tang logo and the sword. And this came with a special edition of Into the 36 Chambers on. I have the whole album on 45, and there's like a colored booklet with it. And this is one of the items that came with it, you know, and it's dope. I love it. You also got the record right here. Y'all can see that. So yeah, it's definitely one of the rarest 45s in my collection, and had to go with this one. Number 18, we got no, not number 18. Number 19, we got Show, a rap record you received as a gift. I'm gonna go with a rap record I received as a gift. Damn, I got a lot of them. I'm gonna go with another underrated MC. It's Currency and Alchemist Continuance. This dropped a couple years ago. I want to say this was 2022 that this came out. Yeah, 2022 on Jet Life Recordings. You know, Jet Life, that's Currency's crew, you know, out of New Orleans. Highly underrated MC. I've been listening to his stuff since like 2009. You know, started with the mixtapes and, you know, Weekend at Bernie's mixtapes and the Harvard Blue mixtapes, Fire in the Sky mixtapes, the joint he did with Alchemist, Covert Coupe, classic joint. His album, Stone Immaculate, one of my favorite albums from him. Pilot Talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man is consistent. He's been consistent since he came out, and hardly ever anybody mentions him, and I really don't understand it. But he definitely has a lot of great projects in his discography. This is one of them. You know, all produced by the Alchemist. And there's a lot of joints on here. She did joints with Boldy James, Wiz Khalifa. Who else is on here? Styles P is on here. He did an EP with Styles P back in the day. You got Havoc is on here. Larry June, shout out to Larry June. You know, killing it right now with the Life is Beautiful album. Him and 2 Chainz and Alchemist again. Alchemist to me is like the best producer in this era right now. I've said it many times before. You know, like I love Pete Rock, I love Primo. I think Alchemist has even surpassed them. And when you hear this album, you'll see why. Like, a lot of great joints on here. Half Moon Mornings and Corvette Rally Stripes, Whale Watching, The Tonight Show, the Jodeci tape. Like, classic Currency and Alchemist. I'm going with this. This was given to me by the homie Killer Tapes. Shout out to him. Long time friend and always supported everything that I've done as a content creator. And you know, he's out of Cali. I believe he's out of Fresno. He has a YouTube channel. You know, follow him on YouTube, Killer Tapes. Shout out to you. Always coming through and representing. And yeah, this was dope. Definitely enjoyed playing this a classic album. Number 20, I got mention a record you want to add to your collection but haven't yet. I mean, damn, there's like a couple of things. Like I want to get the Common and Pete Rock album, Auditorium Volume 1. I haven't gotten that yet on vinyl. That to me was the best rap album of the year for 2024. I definitely want to get that. There's Kendrick GNX album. I definitely want to get that. Master Ace and Marco Polo, the Richmond Hill album. I want to get that. There's so many, but that's like the newest stuff. The older stuff, I mean, AZ first album, the Do or Die. I don't have that one yet in my collection. on vinyl or CD. So I know it's out of print. I definitely want to get that on vinyl. There's so many, but like those are like the main ones, like the Common and Pete Rock for sure. Kendrick, GNX, AZ first album. But yeah, just continuing to build my vinyl collection as far as rap goes, because I don't have a lot of rap vinyl. I have more vinyl of like pop and R&B, disco, you know. But I'm building my vinyl collection, slowly with certain rap releases. I don't want everything on vinyl. I still got a CD collection that I love, and yeah, I want to get certain ones on vinyl, but those are like the ones that come to mind, and getting a lot more 12-inch singles on vinyl as well, because those are like hard to come by, and yeah, definitely this was a dope challenge. I'm sorry I couldn't do all of them, but I said I could do half of them. You know what I'm saying? And it was great to like pick out a couple for this challenge. And shout out to the Rel D as well, great hip hop collector and comic book head and movie head. And we check us out on Instagram. We did the Instagram live for the 20th anniversary review of Sin City, directed by Robert Rodriguez, and that was great to do. Love that movie, a classic. I also uploaded that on my channel, and we definitely gonna do more. We're gonna do some more comic book reviews and stuff coming up this year. Because I love comics too. I got a comic book collection as well, and definitely look forward to that. And yo, this was fun. If anybody else is doing a vinyl challenge and they want to tag me in it to do, hit me up. I'm definitely gonna try to do it if I can, and this is all for the culture. At the end of the day, it's all for the love of what we all call hip hop and the lifestyle of it and the music, and I love it, man. This is definitely I'm always passionate about this culture and everything it's given me, and this is like my contribution to the culture and giving back, and for future generations coming up, and we got to keep vinyl alive. All the collectors, whatever it is that you collect, Blu-rays, 4Ks, sneakers, toys, whatever. We got to keep the physical media alive and here to stay forever. So vinyl is a part of that, and I'm gonna definitely keep it alive forever. So shout out to y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what was your favorite vinyl challenge of the 20 that I did. And yeah, man, more stuff coming on the channel. And salute to everybody. Peace.